To the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10 2. I'm David Lovejoy.
I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
I tell you, if you look at things that were affected by pandemic and other things, probably the most volatile, one of the most roller coaster ones was real estate. Home ownership is still within your grasp, even with rising interest rates and other issues that have been a part of this, the supply chain, the whole 9 yards. Today, we're sitting down with Mr. Lawrence Yoon. He is with the National Association of Realtors, and we're going to dig in and ask about. Right now, people are a little unsure. They're coming out of the pandemic. Jobs are great. Looks like wages are doing pretty decent, but things are still high. What are the trends some agents are seeing? Is this a good time to buy or sell?
Oh, certainly, we are seeing some interesting market dynamics. Higher interest rate have squeezed away some buyers, but interestingly, those people who still qualify, they are still in the market, and about 1/3 of the property that is listed, it is getting multiple offers and being sold above list price. We are still in the inventory shortage, not as acute, but we still don't have sufficient supply to fully satisfy all the potential buyers.
When you talk about there is still a shortage, in essence, I guess we're not as short as what we were.
Yeah, that's right. It was an intense multiple offer situation just 1, 2 years ago. But interestingly, in the state of Texas, one of the fastest job creating state in the country, and consequently, with more people coming into the area, naturally, that's going to boost housing demand. Now,
Right.
some big city has seen huge run up in prices, but like Amarillo is great, offering a great affordability value. And consequently, you are seeing some people who possibly could work remotely, considering more smaller towns across state of Texas.
The NAR recently released its wealth gains report, and this is a question we have to ask and dig into. Is it still a good investment, especially for younger people as they start to make their way in the world? Is it a good return on investment to have a middle income homeowners? Are we seeing that return? Is that investment still a worthy and a priority choice for young families and for young people?
Now, I think part of the American dream is to have that financial security, financial gains. And what homeowners I have experienced is that their wealth has risen 40 times higher compared to renters. I mean, after all, renters are paying rent, while homeowners, well, through price appreciation and also the discipline of paying the monthly mortgage payment, which partially goes to their principal reduction, all that is accumulating wealth. And in Amarillo region, even in the past 10 years, over $50,000 in housing wealth gain. So typical homeowners, $50,000 in housing wealth gain in the Amarillo region.
The question I'd like to ask is, with what we have going on now, the issue also becomes apparent, I guess, among taxes. Uh, Everybody complains about paying taxes on their property or on their land and stuff like that. Uh, could that not be something to dissuade people from becoming homeowners?
Certainly any hindrance or any the cut to the housing wealth will hinder that process, which is the reason why Texas realtors, including many realtors, fine realtors from Amarillo, they're with me here in Washington, along with 10,000 other realtors, to fight some of the federal issues so that possibly reduce some of the capital gains tax on a sellable home,
Right.
and at the state level, state of Texas, where they're fighting on the property tax legislation.
One last final question for you, Mr. Yoon. What things should buyers be looking at? Should they be able or be in a position to make sacrifices, to be patient, to wait? What are some of the things homeowners should know going into this job search? I mean, into this house search, into this market right now, and also the National Association of Realtors. Do you have any tools that can make finding your next dream home easier for our listeners?
Well, first, number one, stay within budget. Don't overstretch. Number two, work with the professional realtors who can offer what are some fresh listings coming onto the market, which property has been lingering so one can get a discount, and all the complexity of home buying, home inspection, home appraisal. Let the professional realtors deal with that so that consumers can focus on finding the right home, and then start steadily building housing wealth.
Now, does the NAR have any tools or any resources out there that our listeners can use in helping them in their search?
Realtor.com, fresh information, constantly updated information, realtor.com.
Lawrence Oon is at the legislative meetings. He's a senior leader for the National Association of Realtors. Now is the best time for you to invest in that forever home, that dream house. They're up in D.C. with some, even our local realtors here,
Right.
addressing politicians about how it is still an important and a landmark decision when you make that choice to be an homeowner. Mr. Oon, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy DC, and thank you for your hard work.
Enjoy talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you. You can go to our website, kgncnewsnow.com. Realtor.com is the space. And find out about what you can do to be and live the American dream, home ownership here in America. Thank you, Mr. Oon. Have a great day. We appreciate you hanging out with us.